Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Mirriam Treespire. This is a quest by quest series, so we're doing one quest at a time, be it a job quest, a skill quest, an unlock quest, or a main story quest. For now, we're going to go talk to Curious Gorge. But not until we've unlocked our class. Let's just go into C for character. I'm going to move that over here. Right. The next thing we need to do is bring up our armor chest, which we have over here. We'll just drop that down over there. Now you'll see I've clicked on the space where the soul crystal would belong, and it's brought up the soul crystal part of the armory chest. We're going to just right click on that and equip. Now, by changing your job to warrior, you may carry over the hot, but I'm actually going to do that. We're going to transfer everything. You've got to hold it down or it won't work. Now you'll see we're still called a marauder in this, and if we update this gear set, it's going to be a marauder. So when they're talking about gear sets, you'll see this button, recommended gear. We won't touch that right yet. We're going to go to the gear set list. We're going to click on that, left click, go up to the little plus sign. You'll notice that this says warrior now that we have our stone equipped. We're going to hit create new gear set, plus now we have a warrior gear set and a marauder gear set. I'm going to close that now before, actually I'm not going to close it, I'm going to grab this, just move my character out of the way again. We're going to grab our warrior gear set, and we're going to drag it over here. I'm going to sit it next to marauder because they go together. Now I'm going to close it. Alright. We're currently in our warrior equipment. I'm just going to see if there's any recommended gear we should be wearing. We've got everything up to date, that's good. If I want to change classes now, all I have to do, I'll just move it so you can see Mirriam. I should move it over there. Right, you can see Mirriam. If I hit Marauder, she's changed into her Marauder gear, and we're now at Marauder in this window. We'll go back to Warrior. She's changed into her Warrior gear, which is exactly the same as her Marauder gear, and we now have Warrior in our class window. Let me just pop that back where it belongs. I'm just going to close that now. Alright. And we close that window too. Now we can take our next quest. Curious Gorge. Embracing the Beast. Curious Gorge is struggling to decipher the ancient texts. Welcome back, my friend. I can see you've not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be a much more demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, it hasn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favour, and it's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody fairy. I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorising small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike anything they've ever seen. Unfortunately, the time I've spent in pursuit of the beast is time I've not spent studying the chronicles, and I am sorry to say I've made little progress. However, while on the road I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armour forged by my ancestors in the flames of the Seven Hells, and inscribed with the same arcane incantations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armour was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces from Abelathia's highest peak. Since that day, the armour has remained lost, and with it the power that it harbours. As far as I can make out, the next passage in the Chronicles concerns the whereabouts of these missing artefacts, though I have only been able to make sense of the odd word thus far. Still, I must confess to some excitement. Imagine what a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here, we could decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armour. I would have liked you to meet him, if only so that you could have looked upon a true warrior. Well, perhaps you shall still. Eorzea is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine. Such is the will of the spinner. It may be that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine, but I have rambled long enough. You are here to take the next step in your training, and so I shall oblige. In the southern reaches of Thanalan is the Sogoli Desert, a god's forsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see. It is here that the Leviathan of the dunes lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing this mammoth creature, you'll soon realize that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill-suited to the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within, and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tall order in itself. The Yu tribe that inhabits Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements of the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I'd wager they could set you in the right direction. Alright, Forgotten Springs it is. But have we unlocked it? Let's find out. No. So we're going to Southern Thanalan, Little Alamigo. Let's go. Sigh. Boom. Alright. And then we're going for a run. After I wonder if we can take a Chocobo. Let's just see. Well met, traveller. You might indeed. Let me see if I can go to somewhere I haven't unlocked. No, I can only go to Uldar. Okay. So I have to unlock the Chocobo Porter down at Forgotten Springs before I can get there. It would be too easy to just get there via Chocobo, wouldn't it? Speaking of Chocobos, let's take our company Chocobo for a run. I can see, yeah, we've got a ways to go. I think I saw my feisty little Chocobo as an option too, so we are going to have to get that because Fluffy needs to be leveled up. Fluffy. Thunder needs to be leveled up. Thunder needs to discover the thunder they can call. Alright, let's go. Bird, run faster. So we're going to run. Actually, we're going to go into the Red Labyrinth. Let's see if it'll let us through. I was going to say we're going to run all the way down, but we might just see if this will work. I may need to not be on Fluffy when I go through here. That looks like a fate. No, it's not a fate. It's just two angry lizard men. Who were too busy to beat me up and probably decided not to, given that I could... Well, supposedly I can mulch them. Let's find out later. And anyway, you can't blame them for being mad at the anglers. I bet one of them stepped on the angler's tail and that was it. It was on for one and all. Alright. Into here. I think the first time I came down here I thought this was like the entrance to some kind of dungeon and I didn't take it. But in actual fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be. We can go through here. Let's have a speak with the gatekeeper and see if they'll let us past. This path leads to the Minotaur Mine. If you're headed there, I'll show you the way. Ah, thank you. Where's the Minotaur Mine again? Alrighty. Minotaur Mum, as promised. There's a junk monger in here. What does he sell? She sell. They sell. What do they sell? Potions of strength, dex, vitality, and mind. Alright. Alright, let's not get involved in anything there. Is this a dead end? No, say it isn't so. No, it's not. There we go. The Red Labyrinth. Let's wander through here. Alright. Let's unlock this now so we don't have to do that again. That was a lot easier than when I did it the first time and took the long way around. Okay, looks like we're speaking to the residents of Forgotten Springs. We'll start with whoever's over here. We've got Amuli. The Leviathan of the Dunes saw a fearsome bugger not a week ago, preying on a group of merchants south of Beergot Strike. Smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say they died rich. Oh my goodness. Alright, Chocobo Keep will unlock you so we can go riding by Chocobo if we wish to. Alrighty. In here you say? Oh yeah, okay. Utawali, hi. Aye, I've seen the beast stands 3 malms high, he does, and stirs up sandstorm with each writhe and wriggle. Showed up in my hunting field some years ago and has been swallowing up my would-be prey in that gaping maw of his ever since. I see. Well, we're going to have to maybe deal with that. Let's wander this way. Ukubatia. Sandworms are particularly sensitive to vibrations in the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, then I suggest you search for their tracks and run about, making as much of a clamour as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. Well, Akubatia, that's rather forward of you, I think. Let's go find ourselves a sandworm. I think I run a little faster than thunder. Except, of course, for now, when I seem to be running a lot slower than Thunder. I wonder if Thunder would like a run in the desert. Hey, bird. Okay, not down there. There is a job down there we could do. If we needed to level, which at the moment we don't. When we do, we may come back and do it. Oh boy, get off the budgie. Oh no, he just got sandblasted. This will help our survivability just a bit. What 6 does again? Well, stuff. Seems pretty effective. What does 7 do again? Oh. Well, okay. Slay the giant sandworm in the Sagoli Desert. Report to Curious George. Gorge. Curious Gorge. Man, I've been trying all day not to make that slip. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's go find him. Come on, Budgie, you could do with a run, couldn't you? Ah, oh, so slow. Alright, I know we would help the cute courtesan, but first we're going to do this. We do need to get some more company seals. This will be easier once we start doing. That's right. Chocobos speed up as you do more stuff in an area. I remember. That's the other reason you do side quests. Is it unlocks a few things. In some areas it unlocks aether currents. And I can never tell which one it is, so I always do them all. Curious. Ah, Mirriam, your crystal grows ever stronger. In felling the raging sandworm, the beast within you slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When next you do battle, methinks you'll find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you've mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts. All right, what's that? Inner beast, weapon skill, delivers an attack with a potency of 330. All right, cool. You hear the whispers of Master's past. And guys, on that note, with the whispers in our heads, I'm going to bid you adieu. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe, and I'll check you later. Take care out there.